lot of things going on talking about the fall of the dollar. But the question is, there is no alternative. So the US is going to be, very few people realize that about, it's the reserve currency of the world. 60% of central bank reserves around the world are US dollars. Even China and South Korea trade is between dollars. So that's one thing. Second thing is deep capital markets. I mean, the US market capitalization, US is 70%. So around $40 trillion. Nobody even comes close. China is at around 6 trillion. So the thing is like, one thing is a number of factors play. It's not just a strong economy. Like Europe, EU, I don't think it would be the closest, but it's because it's divided into 25 different countries, different policies. So that's one thing. China, it has to make changes, but mostly when it's a reserve currency, even when you take Sri Lanka's currency is just a piece of paper. It's just the trust you have in it. So you have to be understanding who is making the decisions on it. So in that way, the transparency, democracy, all these help the United States dollar. So if there is any country maybe in the far future that could replace, would be India because of democracy and others. But just another example I'll give on that. If you look at the British pound, which was the reserve currency before the US dollar. So until around 1950s, the British pound was the reserve currency of the world. But the US became a larger economy than Britain in 1870. So even though America overtook Imperial Britain in 1870, it had to wait for another 80 years to replace the reserve currency. So if you go by that logic, I mean, now it may be different, but let's say still China hasn't overtaken the US. So even if China overtakes it, you go by Britain's US, where it switched there, it would be 2,100 calculation. So the thing is, whatever mistakes the US does, there is currently no alternative. That's my personal opinion.